Well, hi, Taurus. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So, Taurus, let's find out what you can expect to come up in your life. If this reading does not resonate, maybe check your moon sign. That is your private and emotional self. Here you are, Taurus, as a King of Pentacles. Or get a private reading from someone you trust. All cards are male or female. Okay, Taurus. The overall energy of your reading, it's the Five of Pentacles. So this tells me that you're feeling kind of down, rejected or alone. This can be illness too. This card could symbolize. But let's just read on. Let's find out why the Five of Pentacles is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is a Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords is a healing card. So if it is illness, you're healing, okay? And you will be getting over it. Otherwise, if it's feeling abandoned or left out in the cold, something like that, you're going through a healing period. It's very spiritual. You're spending time seeking guidance from the universe, meditating, praying, soul searching for truth and for clarity so that you can move forward from this. You have been in this place in your life of carrying a heavy burden. And it is this feeling of being left out in the cold or lonely or ill still in this reading. But this is the Ten of Wands, so it's really a good card. That means you're going to be dropping this burden anytime. There's no 11 of Wands. Look how hunched over this person is. I mean, they're ready to just let those wands go. I think you're actually seeking guidance from the universe for your truth and the clarity, and it's going to be coming to you, and that's going to allow you to drop those wands, to free yourself from this Five of Pentacles energy. I have the Eight of Pentacles on the other side of the Ten of Wands. So here you are, you're back to work, okay? You're functioning in society, you're building your own pentacles, you're focusing on your work. So you're focusing on building your life, you're focusing on your future here. So everything's working out so far. Let's just keep reading. I have the King of Pentacles under the Four of Swords and next to the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you have your eye on the pentacle. This is what you want. You want a secure, stable, grounded life. And so that's what you're going to focus on, and that's what you're focusing on right here. And you have, I think you have some questions answered that, you know, in this time that you've been meditating or self-reflecting, that you are in healing, that you have come to some sort of decision on how you're going to look forward in your life, how you're going to move forward in your life. On the other side of this Five of Pentacles energy, which you will be coming out of, is the Hermit. This is the card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But this is, again, another very spiritual card about seeking your path forward. So, Hermit. Let's look at the Hermit. Very spiritual. I like to look at the cards right next to the Hermit. For one thing, you're going to be coming out of this. You're going to be focusing and building your own pentacles here. It's shining the lantern right on the overall energy of this reading, saying, hey, wait a minute. You're in this energy now, but not for long. Okay? And there is another card, and I'll get to that. But first, let's look at this Eight of Cups right under the King of Pentacles. You had to turn your back on something. It looks like you had to turn your back on cups of love. So a relationship or someone that you really had feelings for in your life, and walk away in order to be able to build these pentacles in the secure and stable life that you want to build for yourself. There's confusion here. Right next to the Eight of Pentacles is the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of confusion. It's like, you know, how do you know? How do you know when the right person is in front of you? How do you know when you're doing the right thing? How are you going to find, like, even in your work, how are you going to find the work that you're going to love to show up for every day? There's a lot of confusion here. All these cups, none of these are the right cup. None. They all have something else in them. So they're all tainted. If it's love, it's all about that there's something else that takes precedence over the relationship. We've all had those. So none of these are the right cups, and it becomes very confusing. And I feel like you're walking away from another one of these types of cups. Because you were feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling abandoned, lonely, if this was not illness. I have the Wheel of Fortune right next to the Seven of Cups and under the Hermit. This is the other card that is next to the Hermit. Well, the universe is now involved in your life. The wheel is turning, and you can't stop it. And it's always for your better. Wheel of Fortune. It's always for your better. So you're probably going to, if you're not already, feeling this pushing, this pulling, this whispering in your ear, like, do this, do that, go this way. You know, you need to do something. I think this is part of your healing process. Is the universe is giving you answers on how to move forward. They want you to move forward. Let's take out the second part of this reading, Taurus. Also, with that King of Pentacles, you might have Virgo or Capricorn in your chart someplace, or there could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in someone else's chart around this reading. I just wanted to point that out since that is there. But it is the energies that are most important in a tarot reading. Oh, wow. Talk about building your pentacles. There's your card, Taurus, right there, the Hierophant. Okay. Up here in your highest energy is the Ten of Pentacles. You're building, you're focusing, you're working. This is what you're seeking. This is what you need. You need to be grounded and secure and stable in your life. You also would like union between you and a partner that's very stable. There's extended family, pets. There's also a child in this card. It's a very, it's a family-oriented type card of commitment, and it is very, very strong and stable. Now, I feel like this is where you're headed. I feel like there is somebody out there who actually, that's probably why the universe is involved, who actually can be the person that you need to be in your life, because you really need to be stable and secure. I have the Nine of Cups right next to the Ten of Pentacles. This tells me that you have tons of love in your heart, and you're just not able to hand it out, and you really want to. But in the meantime, you are guarding that love, okay? It's sitting on a shelf behind you, and you're just sitting in front of it, guarding it, waiting for the right person to come along. It's almost like, I'm surprised that the Judgment card is not here, but it's almost like you've learned a spiritual lesson about how to move forward and what you are looking for in life and how to obtain it. I have the Ten of Swords next to the Nine of Cups. This is the end of pain, the end of suffering here. So it's a great card. So this is truth, this is clarity, and that's what helps end all this. It's all this soul searching you've done, all this meditating and, seeking truth and seeking all this clarity that's coming to you is actually setting you free. So under this of Pentacles, next to the Hermit card, is the Eight of Wands. There's going to be communication. Communication is going to come in. This could be through media. It could be through Facebook or something. It can come from someplace it's through the airways. And I feel like it's under the Pentacles, so I think this is how you're going to meet. The Hermit is shining the light. You have a whole new life cycle. There's going to be some communication coming in here. And I think it's coming right to you. This is your card, okay, Taurus, the Hierophant. But the energy of the Hierophant is about being grounded, solid, secure. This is traditional values, traditional morals. It's a very spiritual card. It can be about marriage. And here you are hanging on to your cups of love until the right person comes along. I feel like it's going to come in through the airways. like text, an email, social media, something like that is how this is all going to get started, and it's going to lead to what you so much desire in your life. Right next to the Hierophant is the Strength card, and the Strength card is under the of Swords. So first off, there's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. So I think, all this truth and clarity is coming to you with the help of the universe through your meditation. And you're getting your truth. You're getting your clarity here, which is helping you to know what you have to do, and you will find the strength and the courage to do it. And you're doing it. I think it's focus on you. I think that's what you're going to end up doing. And in the meantime, as you're focusing on you, building your own pentacles, this comes out of nowhere. It's like it's a message from over through the airways that's going to start something. It's going to start a relationship. And I think it's going to turn out in the long run into a marriage and a solid, very solid and committed relationship. So you are finding the strength and the courage to do what you have to do to put an end to all your sorrow and pain. You're the end of this Five of Pentacles awful energy of either, for some, it might be being ill, and others, most people, it is going to be feeling abandoned, rejected, lonely, that type of feeling. So under this Eight of Wands is the Three of Swords. Wheel of Fortune is moving you past your heartache. I already know that. Got the swords up here. So yeah, you have had to deal with heartache. You've spent time alone healing from this heartache. This communication here is right above this. I feel like this is going to be talked about in the communication. I don't think this is the same person, although it could be for some of you. But the Two of Pentacles is right next to this Three of Swords. There's confusion over stability and security here. There's a lot of highs and lows and rocky waters associated with this broken heart. I feel like you were in a relationship that was all over the place, a relationship that was not grounded whatsoever, and you just rode this roller coaster all through this relationship until the universe takes you away. The universe helps you to move away from it. But, through all this strength and all this courage that you find to do what you know that you need to do and focus on yourself and your own pentacles, bing, bang, boom, we have the Four of Wands. Whoever's coming in here with this, with these messages or, through the airways, that conversation, all that conversation, you're a soulmate. They're a divine soulmate. Look at the wands. Look at the wands. They're divine. There's union between the two of you here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of joy associated with the Four of Wands. And this can be another card of marriage. I really think there's somebody coming in. All because you find the strength and the courage, because you figure out what you need to do in order to move forward away from some other energy. The universe is here to help you. And the Hermit, they're really pointing this out. Hey, wait a minute. This is not all it seems to be. It might be for a little while, but things are going to change. You're moving forward with the help of the universe. So focus on yourself. Focus on building your own pentacles, and the rest is just going to happen. It's just going to happen, and it's going to start with some sort of communication that comes through. So wow. Did I tell you the Strength card is a card for Leo, so Leo could be strong in your chart or their chart around this reading? So you've got some great things coming up. It's like, closing one chapter and opening another with the help of the universe here. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. The Knight of Cups, there's the offer. There's the offer right there. Sincere as can be. And what you won't know exactly what's in that cup, because that's a sincere love offer, is a pentacle. They are very grounded. They are very stable. This is who you're looking for. So just focus on yourself, start building your own pentacles. This offer is going to come in, and it's going to start with communication here through the airways. So this is a wonderful reading, Taurus. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.